hundreds of vessels remain stranded in the Strait of Hormuz. And while much attention has been on the fuel blockade, another crisis could also affect food prices and hunger around the world. And that's because the Gulf is one of the world's most important fertiliser exporting regions. And as a share of global exports, it supplies 41% of urea, 28% of ammonia, 26% of phosphate rock, and 19% of sulphur, nearly half of all seaborne sulphur trade. Now, these are essential ingredients used to grow crops around the world, and the disruption is already hitting markets. Nitrogen urea prices have surged by around 80% since February, according to the World Bank, climbing above $850 per metric tonne in April, and that's the highest level since 2022. And that's when the war in Ukraine sent fertiliser prices soaring. Now, these shipments normally leave Gulf producers and pass through the Strait of Hormuz, reaching farms across the globe. Now, in Somalia, higher fertiliser and fuel costs are already driving up food prices. The United Nations says nearly 6 million people are struggling to find enough food, including nearly 2 million children, and they're at high risk of illness or death. But it's not only the developing world's problem. Australia imports more than 90% of its nitrogen fertiliser, and much of that is coming from the Middle East. But developing countries remain most vulnerable and reliant on the Gulf region. Now, the UN warns that if this disruption continues, up to 45 million more people could be pushed into hunger.